I made lentil soup this evening. Put it in keep warm on the crock pot. And, well, okay. I had some vegetables that I'd chopped the other day, carrots and some celery. I did an onion. Sauteed the onion in a little bit of oil. Added the celery and carrot. And then I planned to do lentils. I had this bag here, and I did the whole bag, and I actually added 2 cans of beef broth and I think 3 or 3.5 bottles of water that are 500 milliliters. I don't know exactly how big the beef broth were. I think about 15 ounces. But I did the pound of lentils, and then I ended up adding some extra onion. And this was the onion, just some dry onion. And then I added some, it's a vegetable soup mix, has cabbage, carrots, celery, peppers, onion, but I added a little bit of that as well. And this is what it came out to. The water and the lentils, I mean, it's about equal, about where it should be. I don't like real runny soups. I prefer them a little bit more moist. I may add more liquid to this tomorrow because the lentils are absorbing a lot. But kind of one of the things I wanted to talk about, since I had noticed this after the fact, I'll have to get scissors and get back to it. But I want to talk about this. We recently got recycling here, but the recycling doesn't do grocery bags, etc. And Walmart, just the last couple weeks, put back in their recycling bag thing. And this actually says on it, recycle if clean and dry, store drop-off plastic bags. So this can actually go in with the grocery bags in the in-store recycling. I've always noticed the triangle, the recycle triangle, and that's, I've been proactive about recycling as long as I can remember. I had a speech class in high school, and one of the speeches that I did was about recycling, that triangle right there. But that was what I wanted to cover. The lentil soup, I haven't seasoned it at all. It has the vegetables, the lentils, and the beef broth. Tomorrow I'll try it and see if it needs, or I might try it tonight before I go to bed. It's only 10:47, early yet. But I may sample it now and see if it needs anything. If anything, it may need a little bit of black pepper, or maybe possibly a bay leaf. I'm not sure yet. If I do something, I'll let you know. I'm going to get a spoon and test it, since I'm here and it's, not too late. I just tested the little bit of the broth here, and amazingly, it's quite salty for not having added any, but that's just me. I don't cook with a lot of salt. I don't use a lot of salt. Tomatoes, yeah, okay, but beyond that, I don't use much salt. And I can taste the salt that's just coming out of the vegetables and what's in it. I am going to get some fine ground black pepper, maybe a ½ teaspoon, and put that in and stir it up, and I think that will be good for this soup. I don't think it needs anything else. Even the beef broth probably had quite salty, but I had a lot of water. Like I said, I may add some more water. We'll see in the morning how it looks. We will go from there. Well, I actually was curious, so I went and looked at the beef broth. Some Mom had in the pantry. It was a 14-ounce can. I added 2 of them, so 28 ounces. I also looked at the sodium, and it's high. It was 38% per serving. It said 2 servings per can. That may be partly where the saltiness is coming from in this. I added closer to a teaspoon or a teaspoon and a half instead of a half teaspoon of this pepper. And I think with how salty it is, probably a good part due to that broth, I will add more water to this. It's a good soup, but I don't eat a lot of salt. I haven't eaten a lot of salt for quite some time, with the exception of the tomato thing. So I do taste salt more readily than people that eat a lot of salt. But this was quite salty, so I may tone it down a little bit with another bottle of water. But I'll wait until morning. This will be lunch or even dinner tomorrow. Probably this will be eaten. Thanks for watching Perhaps Cooking. Feel free to share, give me a thumbs up, or subscribe.